back on the road here from my parents' house. Just dropped the girls off, and for the first time ever, it's still daylight when we're getting on the road, which is pretty rare because it's usually about 9 o'clock, and I usually have 3 hours of driving ahead of me still. The only problem is we're getting on the road when it's still daylight because we're a whole day late. But looking at silver lining, at least I'm not driving up there in the dark, so that's good. Anyway, we'll see you when we get up there. We just got up here, so it's time to get to bed, and we'll see y'all in the morning. Alrighty, getting out the door a little bit late here. Didn't want to push the boys too hard, this being their first hunt. We actually want them to like it. So, time to head on out, do a couple drives, and hopefully get some bear moving here. Just got to where we're hunting at. Got a couple good trees picked out to get up in some stands. Got some good thick slashings going on back in there, and Dad's gonna push that out, see if we can get a bear kicked up and get a shot at him coming up out of his bed. It's a beautiful day out here. The sun is shining, and the good Lord is looking down from above. Let's hope we get into a bear here. Turkeys, turkeys! Did you see them? Hopefully that's a good omen. That it right there? Yeah, that'll work fine. Perfect.
Right now, shooting.
Hey, there's a big buck rub right there. Check that out now.
Yeah, they're all along there.
All right, boys. Knock one down. Give my 5. Tell them good luck. A quiet high 5. How about a high 2.5? We're gonna be up at this tree right here, and they're gonna be up a different tree down that way. Okay.
Noah, put them down and keep them down.
The bear. And if you see one, Noah, you just go like this. Go. Psst. Okay. Don't say any words. Okay. All right, let's go get set up. So, the first thing you do before you climb your tree stand, take your bullets out. You can't climb with a loaded gun. It's extremely dangerous. Second most important step of getting in a tree stand is making sure you have your tree stand harness on. This is what'll catch me if I fall. Because climbing trees is pretty dangerous business whenever you're in the woods like this. A lot of people die every single year doing this. But that's why we have all the safety stuff. Do it smartly, you won't get hurt. There we go, I'm in. See? This is what I'd hang by if I fell out of the tree. I'd hang by this thing. And it would be uncomfortable because this thing would be pinching my boys, but that's all right. Hey, better be uncomfortable than dead. All right, before I get my tree stand, I need to get you set up. I want to set you right down here. First thing you do before you drive, though, is get all the stuff cleared out where you're gonna be sitting. Because being on the ground, Noah, an animal is gonna hear you before they see you. And this thick stuff like this. And then the next thing to know, so you gotta keep your back against this tree here, okay? So the bear can't see you. It looks like a bear might have climbed this tree, bud. It sure does. It looks like a bear has climbed this tree in the past. Look at that mark right there. It's like he like clawed in with his claws. Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. That's awesome, dude. That means we're in some good territory. So here, so you see your boots there? I'm gonna clear off some more stuff right here so you can move your feet around without making a bunch of noise, okay? And now, the name of the game is to be as still and as quiet as you can, okay? And if you hear something or see something before I do, then you go, psst, remember? All right, so stand up here. Let's get you all jacked up here. Because you may be warm right now, but you won't be much longer. Always keep your back to the tree, whether you're sitting or standing. You know why? It helps break up your outlines so the bear can't see you, okay? Alrighty, I'm heading up the tree. Hey, do I get a hug? I love you, buddy. Pull your hood up if you get too cold, okay? Alrighty, so Dad is pushing those slashings this way towards us. He's going to get started in here any second, so we're going to keep our eyes peeled. And then hopefully get a crack in a black bear busting out through there towards us. And Lord willing, we'll get something going here. Yeah, this is the one right here. Okay, I'm gonna grab it. Hold it right there. Okay, pull it tight. Okay, same thing. Excellent development here. The wind that was slightly blowing up into that timber, into slashings, has now shifted. It's coming right back up in my face, and it's blowing pretty hard. So I think our scent might be getting carried out of that patch, so we might be safe here. Being winded, we better keep our eyes peeled, because there's a few shooting lanes, and it's going to be a quick shot if we do get one. Man, it felt great getting back out into the woods after a year being away from the mountains here. This drive was perfectly set up. Lots of sign Dad saw while out in the drive. The only problem is, little did we know, and we wouldn't learn till later that evening at the bear check station, they actually got a 450-pounder out of here the day before we were there. So we're at the right place, just the wrong time. There comes our driver coming down off the hill. No animals, no deer, no bear. Lots of wind though. It's kind of a free circus ride, it feels like. Swinging back and forth here. Look at some of these trees, just really glad I wear my harness when I'm up here. If you're not wearing your harness, you ought to. Especially for those who love you, not for yourself. Alrighty, no animals on that drive. Jordan just called me on the radio, said Dad is out, so we are going to unload before we do anything. Obviously, don't want to be climbing up and down a tree with a loaded weapon. Get that extra round out of there. That goes in that pocket. This is stuff up in here. gonna close my bolt so we don't get nothing up into there. Then we're gonna send her down. If you guys are new to hunting and don't carry one of these, a 30-40 foot pole rope is a must-have, because you don't want to be trying to carry your rifle up while you're climbing your tree stand. That's just dangerous. All right, now rifle's coming down, buddy. He's down. You did so good, buddy. Oh, I'm proud of you, man.
The thing fell off and there's a little spider in there.
There's a spider? Oh, there is a spider in there. That's cool.
So cool how they go inside and then...
Probably trying to stay warm. If I were to make a bet, I'd say that's why they do it. Hey, Noah.
Huh?
How'd you do? Your first hunt ever?
Good.
Yeah? You stay nice and warm?
Yeah.
Good. You have fun?
Uh-huh.
How about them turkeys? That was cool, wasn't it?
Okay, I don't know.
Too bad we didn't see a bear, but that's why they call it hunting and not getting.
Watch the Sharpies now.
And we had a little less than an hour of daylight left, so rather than get another drive in, we wanted to let the boys have some fun. So they wanted to make a spear, so Pap went and got him a nice straight stick out of the woods, chopped it down for him, and they played around with that and played with their walkie-talkies and ran around like a bunch of mountain children. It was fun to watch. Then off to town we went to get a hot meal, and then over to the bear check station to see what they've gotten this year.
Chicken fight.
No chicken
my Noah
fights on the
swats
pavement.
Chicken fight.
Bad idea, bro. No chicken fights on the pavement.
Chicken fight.
Dangerous chicken fight. Very violent. If you knock over, you probably bust your head.
And it's always a tradition of ours to swing by the check station at least one night while we're up here, just to see where they're getting bear at. And depending on the truthfulness of the hunters, who may or may not want to give up their honey holes, it could provide us with some intel for future hunts. And it's also neat just seeing how many bear they're getting that year and what the sizes of them all are.
So they killed 455, the biggest bear at the check station. Was killed yesterday at the spot we were hunting today. Was it a day too late, $1 too short?
Yeah,
That's what they
we
say.
was in the wrong place at the right time. I mean, the right place at the wrong time.
Exactly.
We got a guess. I can say about 70.
Yeah.
72. Final guess.
80,
Take them best. 10 to 1 on.
87. 87.
All right, let's see what
No,
it is.
86. 86.
86.
Yeah, there you go.
Damn close. 57.
Hey, boys,
1, 2,
what'd you think of that bear?
little cubby.
Was it
Little
cool?
baby.
Was it cool?
What? Yeah?
What's your guess before seeing it? How big? The last one was 58. What do you think it's weird? New state record.
Noah, what do you think?
Oh, no.
What's it gonna be?
See how much the truck's squatting, huh?
Yeah.
If at all.
Oh, that's a big boy. That's a big boy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely bigger than the last one.
Oh yeah.
I'll guess.
It's got antlers on it. That's funny.
There
Better have the video camera on.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, we got the, what do they call it? The shirts that say beer on it. It's a bear with beer antlers.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's good. Yeah, a bed full of beer.
I'm guessing.
Let's see it.
77. 77.
77, you think?
No,
Let me guess that. Don't influence them. Come on. Why it says 77?
I'd say that looks thick.
I'd say
That's right around 2.
150, 160.
150.
150, 160.
170.
We got 170 on the table. We got 170 on the
Start
table.
taking bets on it. Make it fun.
What's the over under on this one?
I bet $100 then.
That's why I started to put money on the table.
I bet $100.
All bets must be in by the time the scales lifted.
80, 85.
All right, get your last bets in here.
85. Is that 85?
Oh, yeah. I was way overestimating that.
Oh!
Yeah, I think you got a lot of fur on it.
Yeah.
115.5. 160.
Dial the scope back. I don't think I'll be on 9 power if I get a shot at anything in here. Got it. So what we're getting ready to do is what Pap did yesterday, right? So what was the position we were in yesterday?
Tree stand.
Sitters. That's what they call the people in the tree stand or on the ground, sitters. The position we're taking right now is drivers or walkers. So we're gonna drive this out. We're drivers, right?
Sitter's job is to be quiet, alert, shoot, clean. The driver's job is to walk, be loud, and pick up animals.
Sometimes you gotta be a little quiet, sometimes you gotta be loud, sometimes you gotta throw rocks and beat sticks. And so you boys should have fun on this. I expect this is gonna be a crapshoot, but it'll be a fun one.
Okay, so Wyatt and I are on this side of the road, and then Uncle Nick and Noah are down there a little further into the woods. Basically, we're in here, okay, and we're gonna take this to see Pap is sitting. Remember that gas pipe?
Yeah.
That gas tank that we parked by? That was down there. And then Pap is back in on this road here. So we got to take this all the way down to Pap. So if you look on that blue little thing right there, that means we're going to be heading straight that way. We might even cross this road here for a little bit and then cross it again. So that's the plan. And then we're going to push this out because this is real thick in here. So we're hopefully going to kick up a bear to Pap, who's sitting right in there. Sound good? Mm-hmm. All right, so we're heading. Let's get our bearing here. So what we can do is pick out trees to head towards. So you see that big oak tree straight in line with this pine? It's that tallest one right in the middle. We're going to head for that, and then we're going to pick out another one in line with it. And that's the direction we're going to go, okay?
Okay.
But first, a little shenanigans while we're waiting for Pap to climb his tree. What you got going on up here, buddy? That's funny.
All I'm trying to do is get up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can make it there?
Yeah, I think I can use that shortcut right there to get up there.
Okay, give it a shot.
It's good.
Feels pretty solid.
All right, let's see your guitar you made. Man, he's playing a good tune. Yeah. Woohoo! Waiting for Pap to climb up the tree. You flip it that way and it's a trident. He's the Poseidon of the Pennsylvania mountains.
Hey! No, don't follow right behind me, bud. Like, you gotta be back a little ways, because if I'm walking past a branch and I get past it, it's gonna come back and smack you right in the face. Okay, so stay back a little bit. Be careful, bud.
Is it?
Hey! All right, cool.
Number 2.
I told you it's gonna happen, buddy. This stuff trips you up pretty easily. It's pretty tough to get through it. There you go. You're getting them legs moving, buddy. And for those of us putting on drives with just a few guys like us, here's a little tip to make it sound like there's more of you in the woods than there are. Every so often, just toss a stick or branch or stone and make the bears think there's more of you. Hey, Noah, is this getting thick enough in here for you?
Yeah.
It's getting pretty thick, buddy. This is fun. Do you feel like a bear yet?
What?
Do you feel like a black bear?
No.
This is where they live at. That's what they be doing.
How many times did you fall now?
4.
4?
4 times.
Probably 4 more before we're done.
Going down number 5.
Number 5.
Okay, very slow come down.
Well, you're doing good. You're getting back up. That's the part that counts. This is just a wall of laurel. Oh, yep.
I'm not doing too good over here either.
Why is he so thick?
You're digging, buddy. This is good. Keep on digging. Uh-oh. What's that hole back up in there? I bet you something was living up in there. Look up in there. There's a little burrow. If you see it.
Yeah, look, it's bear on it.
Probably not. No, it ain't gonna be a bear, but it could be like a fox or something. It could be a fox's den for sure.
Number 15 and 16.
15 and 16. They got a double whammy?
No, 15 or 16.
Oh, okay. The road's right here. Yep. There's a pap.
It's like fighting a karate match, isn't it? I told you it's like fighting a karate match. Remember I told you that? Because the branches are smacking you and kicking you. All right, the road's right here, buddy. Just keep on digging, off-road machine. The road's right here, I can see it. Hey! Yeah, you gotta be careful hunting in these woods in a tree stand. You never know when the wild children of the mountain will come and try to chop your tree down on you.
Chop the tree down!
Help me up here, help me. Chop me down.
Oh no!
So the children of the corn is the children of the mountain.
The children of the mountain, the children of the forest. Oh my goodness.
Look, I'll snag them and we'll haul them up here and beat their butt.
That didn't phase them one bit.
Hurry up and get down, they're gonna chop me down.
No, tell Uncle Jordan how many times you fell down.
8.
8 times.
Fall down, Wyatt.
15 or 16. What?
Kept counting them as we fall. That was number 8 or 9.
No, it was 2.
Tree! Ow! Tree! Mine is coming.
Yep. I told you that walking wasn't gonna phase him, Dad.
Not at all.
Get the weapon! I have a weapon.
They each fell down a dozen times. You know, that was almost number 19.
Put it down then. Right there. Hey, you did it. You do not know to break it. Oh, drop it on my foot.
Yeah, they got another drive left in them, I'd say.
At least.
And now that we're done with this hunt, time to blast through a couple of these mud puddles we've been seeing. Gotta at least make it look like we've been doing some hardcore off-roading. always neat to see these gas tanks. The bear will come up and climb up on them. I don't know what they're doing up there. I mean, just like to look around, I guess. There's a couple more right there. There up top. It usually is, but I don't see anything today. There's definitely a bear up here, but trouble getting them moving right now. Oh well, still got another day and a half, so we're gonna keep at it. We got to this last spot here we're gonna hunt today. Temperatures are dropping a little bit, and there's supposed to be some precipitation tonight, so hopefully we get some snow. It's certainly looking like it might. But as you can see, back behind me here, got another one of these penned in areas. Fence these off to keep the deer out as much, so whenever the forest is regrown after they log it, it'll come in thicker and without as much pressure from the deer. So these new trees coming up, they're called slashings when they're growing right next to each other. And I can't see, but maybe 5, maybe 10 feet in some areas into there. It's so thick, so a bear could be sitting in there right now. We wouldn't even know it. I want to get up in a tree stand right over here. And these guys are going to walk the whole way down up over the top of the pen, and they're going to push it this way towards me. So I want to keep my eyes peeled. I want to be as quiet as possible. So all the bear hears is them making all the noise, and he doesn't know I'm down here. So then whenever he comes up here, he's just busting through here trying to get away from them. And that's where I'm hoping to be able to get a crack at him. So we'll see what happens. Let's get up in the tree. So this is what I love about bear hunting, is every single stump I see, or any black looking rock or anything in the woods looks like a bear. Oh my goodness. I saw 2 stumps on the way down here that I could have swore were bear. So maybe I'm just getting desperate since we're getting to the close of the season here, but I look like I'm seeing bear everywhere.
I don't want the bear to come up this way. You want to go down that way.
Alrighty, up in the tree, just a little bit of time before dark. I think we got another hour, 45 minutes to an hour. Let's hope we get something moving here. Tell you one thing, it is still, you can hear a pin drum here. And the last few minutes of daylight we had here, heard a few coyotes, but nobody else home. Time to head back to camp. Uh-oh. Look at this. Look how deep this gets. All the brush and stuff. Whoa, buddy. This is called off-roading. What do you think about this, Noah?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
What? Those are really beautiful. That's just so cringy.
It's so cringy. Now, we put it back into the 2-wheel drive. Got it. Did you hear that thump underneath the truck?
Kind of.
That was the 4-wheel drive coming off. Woo, we made it. Your boys doubt it that we're gonna make it? Yeah. Unfortunately, that snow we were hoping for the day prior never showed up. Instead, lots of rain and cold weather, as cold as you can get and not have snow. At the upper elevations, it was freezing rain, and it would have just been miserable out. We don't got rain gear for the boys yet, so we just decided to hang out at camp. Did some man challenges and some feats of strength and push-ups and planks and all sorts of stuff. And we just drove around, checking out the scenery and seeing if there's any other good hunts that we hadn't checked out so far for future days. And none of us were really ready to leave. It's always hard to pull yourself away from God's creation up here, this just gorgeous country. So we had to get one last fix in up here on these trails, and then it's off to home. Oh boy, we better turn around. We got elk fever, boys.
We just passed a big old bull laying right by the road, but there wasn't any spot to turn around, so we gotta drive back up. Hopefully we can get some footage and he doesn't spook.
We gotta find a place that's good for Dad to turn around.
Yeah, he's got the trailer with him. Well, hopefully we can get back.
Jeez, oh man, that thing was a big puppy. Here we go. So, oh, there goes some cows right in front of us. Looky.
So that's where it was. Yep.
Oh, they're swimming across the river.
Oh, they are swimming across the river. No way.
Well, here's the bull. Here's the bull. Here's the bull.
Look at that.
The river down there. You see them, guys?
Yeah, we're getting footage of them swimming across the river here. That is a brute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 5 by 6, 6 by 6, something like that. Jeez, oh man.
Stay here. He's wanting the rest of the herd to come up to him.
That's so cool. He's calling right up the hill. They're coming up right here. There's one right there. Oh no, that's a spike down there, Nick. It's another bull bringing up the back. Small one, yeah. That river's pushing them too. They are so strong. This is a completely different herd. All bulls, bachelor group.
They must have got run off by that herd bull.
Yeah.
They lost the battle. He gets to breed them all.
It looks like it's a little banged up maybe.
Seeing all those elk was just the icing on the cake of a great trip. As we drive away here, all feeling just a little bit bittersweet. Sweet, so we get to see our women again and our other children. Also because we had some great memories we made up there. But it was a little bitter. We're leaving this beautiful mountain country without a bear for yet another year. But we have the good memories to hold on to. And also the hope that we planted some good seeds in the hearts of our sons. We thank God for the memories and for this beautiful country. It means the world that you check out our channel. We hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you next time.
Click subscribe! Hit the bell!